got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Davis now. This is Butler making the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff...
In trouble, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Hankins fighting through, and he's got space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, McDonald. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right? There's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man here is Gentry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, Hankins dances by him. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Hankins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try the left side. Hankins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, boys, come on.
Here's Davis off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case,
Davis fighting. He loses the football.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 2. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, it makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Back to throw. McDonald throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? There he goes, left side, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes he's not.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
218, chop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hankins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3, second down. To throw on second down. McDonald, high throw, but the catch is made. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Gunter, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores. The kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down.
Foul.
Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Davis got his man complete over the middle. That's Beal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
52's the mic. Here we go. Switch. Switch.
On first down, Hankins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Looking to throw. Davis. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down now, Hankins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Davis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. To throw on second down. McDonald looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gutierrez. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up second and 9. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Gunter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Going for right side here, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. McDonald. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So the Ravens now down 28-21, 2:13 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Davis throwing to start the drive. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Open man completes it to Butler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back to throw.
In a 2-minute.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gunter. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDonald. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without